In a tunesbyblog.com.
Papi, why you coming from your breathing like that?
My daughter. Hey, my daughter, yeah. The old people can say that curiosity kill a cow. What your no problem again?
Papi, I really don't have problem. But the way you breathing, sir, it's like you running somewhere.
My daughter? Ha, yaka. If I give you the little G's, you yourself will be running to the same player running. So you just hold it there.
Papi, Papi, play on me now, lay on me. You know I your daughter too now.
My daughter, guess what? I had to run away from Wego. Ha, yaka. Tuesday and Thursday, they got one show in town, they call it Logan's Hour. Man, that boy can talk the thing that are happening in Indiana. Even when you steal, even you doing wrong thing, the boy will talk it. You doing the right thing, the boy will praise you.
For real, Papi? No, they're that kind of thing that we want here all time, yeah.
My daughter, I'm telling you, let me tell you now, Logan's Hour come on every Tuesday and Thursday, 6 o'clock p.m. And when you want to watch Logan Hour, you gotta be on time, or else you will watch the show after the show. But guess what?
What, Papi?
Just go to Facebook and subscribe to Logan Hour. You go to YouTube, you subscribe to Logan Hour. Anytime Logan Hour coming on, you will get notification. That the notification made me running at the door, my daughter, because I won't be laying back in my living room, man, and get ready to call on that show.
Papi, thank you so much for the information. But see Tommy walking, coming it out. I don't know if I ate he looking at too. Oh, Tommy! Tommy!
Oh, what's that? What you calling my name like that for? What you calling my name like that for? Take your time and you get. I'm watching my Looking Hour. Don't gotta distract me, yo. Wait now. If you ain't got what to do right now, we're already enjoying ourselves. You better get involved with the fries, girl. Tommy? So that today, Papi was telling me that serious thing? I'm gonna look for Looking Hour, yeah. Papi, thank you. Thank you for telling me about Looking Hour.
My daughter? Ha, that ain't no, don't say I'll tell you. Bye.
In a tunesbyblog.com.
Papi, why you coming from your breathing like that?
My daughter. Hey, my daughter, yeah. The old people can say that curiosity kill a cow. What your no problem again?
Papi, I really don't have problem. But the way you breathing, sir, it's like you running somewhere.
My daughter? Ha, yaka. If I give you the little G's, you yourself will be running to the same player running. So you just hold it there.
Papi, Papi, play on me now, lay on me. You know I your daughter too now.
My daughter, guess what? I had to run away from Wego. Ha, yaka. Tuesday and Thursday, they got one show in town, they call it Logan's Hour. Man, that boy can talk the thing that are happening in Indiana. Even when you steal, even you doing wrong thing, the boy will talk it. You doing the right thing, the boy will praise you.
For real, Papi? No, they're that kind of thing that we want here all time, yeah.
My daughter, I'm telling you, let me tell you now, Logan's Hour come on every Tuesday and Thursday, 6 o'clock p.m. And when you want to watch Logan Hour, you gotta be on time, or else you will watch the show after the show. But guess what?
What, Papi?
Just go to Facebook and subscribe to Logan Hour. You go to YouTube, you subscribe to Logan Hour. Anytime Logan Hour coming on, you will get notification. That the notification made me running at the door, my daughter, because I won't be laying back in my living room, man, and get ready to call on that show.
Papi, thank you so much for the information. But I see Tommy walking, coming it out. I don't know if that he looking at too. Oh, Tommy! Tommy!
Oh, what's that? What you calling my name like that for? What you calling my name like that for? Take your time and you get. I'm watching my looking hour. Don't got distract me, yo. Wait now. If you ain't got what to do right now, we're already enjoying ourselves. You better get involved with the fries, girl. Tommy, so today, Papi was telling me that something? I want to go for a looking hour, yeah. Papi, thank you. Thank you for telling me about looking hour.
My daughter, that ain't there. Don't say I'll tell you. Bye.
All right, all right, all right, all right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on which part of the world you are today. Welcome to the Logan's Hour again. Today promised to be a very great edition of the Logan's Hour. To those of you who just joined us for the first time and you don't know where you are in the right place. You are now on the Logan's Hour. You know, it has been some time now. I can rest assured. There are a lot of people who been reaching out. They have not seen me in a while, and they've been like, "Oh, what's going on? What happened to the show? We are not getting you. We can see you, and we miss your magical voice." But I want to say to you today, nothing happened. We are around. Just that we had some tour, and we've been running after a whole lot. And currently, we are back on course, and the looking hour is here. Trust me, the looking hour is here. Don't even check on it. Don't even check on it. Don't even think we were kind of slacking a little. We were never. We just had a little something that ran in between our time. But however, we are back. It's better late than never. It's better late than never. You know the time right now. You know what time is it? In Indiana right now it's a little colder, and you know at this time we all try to prop ourselves because nobody can play phone with the cold. The cold is the cold. You joke with the cold will show you real thing. All right, so today again we want to say to all of you who usually join us, some of you who watch us secretly, and some of you who watch us after the show. Trust me, we want to use this time to say to all of you, thank you for joining us. Thanks for always joining the Logan's Hour. Because of you, we are here. Where are you? Trust me, man. You know what I mean? Coming here and sit down and talk to yourself and blah, 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 blah. Though I ain't got problem with coming here and sitting and nobody here to watch me. I don't really care. My point is the message I'm trying to portray or the message I'm trying to push through, the message should be stored in the cloud. That generations to come, they will use that and say, there was one guy living in Indiana here in so and so year by the name of Philip Logan. He used to say this, he used to say this, he used to say this. So my children, my grandchildren, my great grandchildren, they will have history they'll have a way to trace their great granddaddy after I have left this word. So sometimes when I come here and people watching me, people ain't watching me, trust me, you watching me, it's a good thing. I appreciate all of those who come to watch the show, but I really do not care. The message have to go out. Some of you watch the show after the show, which of course I really do agree. And one of the biggest fan on this show here, that my Oma says Isabella. Oh, my Oma, that one of the biggest fan of Looking Out. And when my Oma ain't see me, my Oma can be like, what happened to the show? Say, I want to say welcome again to the Logins Hour. We are back. We are ready. My sister Regina. Regina, how are you? And my dear sister Brenny Alpha, the youth chair, the most powerful youth chairperson since the foundation of this community. Brenny Alpha. You know, sometimes the people can say, do not underestimate or do not judge a book by its covers. And, you know, Brenny Alpha, true to everything. Though I didn't want to start a show today. Anyway, you know, we'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. I know somebody will be like, oh, he rather be tweeting his sister home. But that's not the thing. You know, let me just say it for once and just lay it out of my chest. You know, when we first started the whole journey of area presidency and coming to serve the community, Brenny Alpha, she one of those people where Brenny Alpha, she wasn't 100% in the Liberian community. Because, you know, those children that came here from small, grew up in the Black American community, and partly the parents are in the Liberian community. They are half and half. They do not understand what Liberian culture really. But Brenny Alpha proved something whole different. And trust me, she proved that she's very fast in learning. She proved that she's someone who she's not like a toy car to stick in one direction forever. She can gravitate to anything. All she needed is just to provide her basic guidance as to what do we do, where do we go. And Brenny Alpha have proved herself beyond all reasonable doubt currently in this community. Brenny Alpha took upon herself to serve in this administration, serve in the department of the youth department. She says she started as a co-chairperson, looking at all the hullabaloo administration was shaking, and she stuck on. Later on, subsequently, her immediate boss, for some reason, he and the administration fell apart, and he decided to step aside, and the president, through his wisdom, appointed this beautiful, young, strong, energetic woman. Say, hey, I have seen your work. I have heard you speak. I want you to chair the department of being the youth chairperson. And true to her word, very eloquent, smart, very educated. She took on the job. And today, that department of this Liberian Association of Indiana called the Youth and Sport Department is the only department that is keeping the entire institution afloat. Me, I want her die before I can to go pay tribute. Be talking all over 1 year. So while she's still living, they be talking. And they go in record and we say, oh, 30 years from now. Yeah, Brenny Alpha are living when the man said it. Yes. So now in the community here, if we want to give anybody any plot, any flower, anything, to say thank you for keeping the Liberian Association afloat in 2023, I can tell you, the champion of that is Brenny Alpha. Brenny Alpha proved to even we that been living here, St. Rock or AJ, that it doesn't matter how long you live here. What matters is you can do it when you put your mind to it. And Brenny Alpha, today we want to say to you, the entire Liberian community, we are so proud of you. Though the summer king and were too short, a lot of activities you left undone, but I can rest assure you the next summer that coming, you will do exploits. You will do so many things that we ourselves, we will be surprised. I can rest assure you, we are willing to work along with you. We are willing to work along with all the other departments. But for some reason, we just saw everybody just went quiet. We saw the IRC used to be all around here talking about information dissemination. IRC went solo. Later on, we saw the liaison person too used to be up here telling us about how the organization is trying to pair with the Sierra Leone and Guinean IRC lost. Later on, we saw the education department, cultural department. My dear sister, Sia, she was trying her best. All of a sudden, that side lost. So now the only side I left to keep this community afloat is the youth department. But we will get to that later on. in the middle of the show. So I want to say to all of you joining us for the first time, I want to say thank you for joining the Logan's Hour. Some of you who don't know that this is the Logan's Hour, we want to say welcome. All right. You know what time it is. It is the time that you can be on the Logan's Hour and see what's going on and hear what's going on in Indiana. Today, we have so many things to talk about. And today, before we can go through all of what we have to talk about, firstly, we want to say to our sister Jima, the liaison person of the Librarian Association of Indiana. I understand she had her baby shower over the weekend, and it was well attended. People from everywhere, Liberians from everywhere show up to celebrate with the sister. I want to say to you, Jima, thank you so much. Thank you so much for at least taking on to have another baby. And we, the community dwellers, some of us, like me, I was in person because I was tied up, and I can rest assure you, I will make it up to you. I will see how well I can stop by and say hi to you as well. But all of those who went to Jima baby shower, want to say thank you for going up to show the sister some love. And some of you who went there with your hands swinging, please, and you made promise in your heart. Oh, no, 1 hour, too packed long or too long, and I'm running late. I don't want to pick up my present. I want to pick up my gift. Stay pick up that gift now. They get me get easy to get how baby registered. Just click on there, put two cartoon of web or 1 pampers, and just send it to a house. That would be good. When people having baby shower, not because they want to have party. You gotta listen now. Not because they want to have party when people having baby shower. When people having baby shower, they are intelligently asking you for some assistance because they will, not that they didn't get money, but going to the store every time to buy diaper and bring it home, that's stressful. That's time consuming. So sometimes they just want to have it in bulk. So they actually say, oh, you know what happened? Just if you can do anything, come about. So all of those I went there or anything in your hand. I got a list of you people. Some of you people, I got the pictures. I will not do it here. I will not be calling your name because it will not be too good. But you made that promise in your heart when you're going to the baby shower. So just, just make true to your promise. Tell yourself, say, oh, I need to go get out there or little sunny here because I know I understand. All right. So thanks to everybody who went there. We truly appreciate you guys. All right. So on November 1, my dear brother and friend, Mr. Prince Raphael Bestman, celebrated his birthday. Prince Raphael Bestman. Oh, my dear brother and friend, Prince celebrated his birthday. This is Prince Raphael Bestman. Prince Bestman celebrated his birthday on November 1. I want to use the time to say to you, Prizo, happy birthday. Happy birthday. And you see that man up on the screen here? That Prince Raphael Bestman man. They made my second from a whole long way. Some of you who has been privileged to understand the story about my dear brother and friend. Hey, to my dear brother John Blamo, Precious Logan, Selling Valentino, all of you guys, welcome again to the Logan's Hour. So the Prince Bestman man picture I show you, that man are my brother and friend for life. For life. Let me just say it that way. They're my brother for life. How about Crown? How about you, my dear brother? So this man, I just show his picture, Prince Bestman, when all hell broke loose. You know what I'm talking about. Starting your life, young man, you don't know where to start from. And he was one of those people who we entered the same school, and I saw him in the class. He was so noisy, talking too much. You see a man talking too much, the cussing and thing that you can say, oh, but that guy got energy. So I saw his energy. Hey, the Honorable Jeevan Smith, Alvin Logan, CEO at your residential and consultant. Welcome. So I saw my man Prinzo talking fast in the class and talking to the girls, and he had too much energy. Trust me. The man, I heard him talking like he had no problem. So when I heard a guy going back and forth, talking here, talking there, something ran in my mind. I said, if the guy who's talking all the thing here and he got energy, he's sweating, walking up and down, the guy should be having some efforts. You know when Librarian say you have some effort, it means you have some family backings. Maybe you got family who can afford. So maybe if you even you get hungry, you get walking waiting for you. So I look at the guy for long. I said, happen the way they got talking that it, yeah, they may get some kind of backing. And by that time, I needed somewhere to start my day. So after school, the brother was going home and I started talking to him. We walked down Oro Market, and he said you were living down Smart Road. I said, I can walk you home. He said, oh, but my heart is way down. I said, you know what, let's walk, let's just walk. But he never knew my intention. I had a set motive. My motive was, what would a guy get to your heart and eat some food, period. So he and I walk, and when we got to his house, his mom, she's a pretty nice woman too, trust me. When she saw me, she was like, oh, how are you? I said, fine. What's the name? I got my name. And she said, okay, welcome to my home. I said, okay. My man went bro walking outside. When I saw the man food was a pretty decent size. Damn it, I ate that food here myself. Then I said, okay. When I was walking going home, I said, but they gotta be my man. They gotta be my friend. Saying E.T. Bennett was a little problem to me in the meantime. So you see, they gotta be E.T. in the meantime so I can get set with it. I wanted the man how to sucker I ate it, man, chew again. I wanted the man how to tell I ate it, man, chew. The fourth time the woman said, oh, you know what happened? G-Man, welcome. The fourth time I went to the man how I ate it, man, right? Woman said, you know what happened? Anything you can't hear, my son, I will have your little bowl, yeah? So you need to come with him. I said, okay. And trust me, I went the other time, I saw my little bull, and after a few times, that was it. So I want to say again to my dear brother and friend, Prince Bestman, happy birthday again. As you celebrate your day, I wish you all of the best. I wish you all of the best. Only God knows, my man. You know what's up. Only God knows. You know how far we have come and where we come from. All right, Liberian people. Y'all all know what's happening in Indiana at this time. We have one of our brother and friend, Romario. All of y'all know Romario in the time. All of y'all know that the man where we can say our own movie star. All of we're be joking the man is member of the old timer as well. Romario and his beautiful wife. This is what they have for us. The AWM Boutique. They had a grand opening on Saturday, November 4th from 3 to 7. Some of you went there. And some of you never went there because you have busy schedule. But now it is your turn to go there and purchase something. This is one of our own, a Liberian brother who opened a little boutique. Let's support our own. The address is right up here in front of you. 3959. Wow, what a sweet number to remember. 3959 South Meridian Street, Indianapolis, Indiana, 46217. Romario and his wife, they opened a little boutique, and it's called AWM Boutique. So if you want to stop by and purchase anything, tell Romario you heard it on the Logan's out. And trust me, I saw some of the tops. He have some pretty good clothes, especially the getting into the cold season, the hoodie and everything. Man, it's pretty impressive. So some of you who want to stop by, he have all sorts of things. He have shades, all the latest dress clothes you think about is at a boutique. So the other tomorrow is Saturday. Some of you looking for a place to go and purchase a clothes. Trust me, Castleton Mall, that's too far. Romario right here on the south side. So please don't forget, the address is right there. The address is right in front of you. 3959 South Meridian Street, Indianapolis, Indiana, 46217. When you get there, say, Philip Logan sent me. All right, so that's good. And we have one of our brother again. Some of you who don't know, our dear brother and friend, Savasin Darba, is right on the screen for you. You know, next month, we're about to get into it. Some of you who know about taxes, some of you who can be waiting for December to file your taxes. This time around, you have zero pressure. You ain't get nothing to worry about. Because you're going to be looking for, oh, that my tax man, where is the file my tax? I don't know where he moved here. I don't know where he gone. Nah. So Nana, one of our own Liberian brother, who's a tax expert, Mr. Savasin Darba, live in a Liberian community. He said, all your tax issue, everything you have been worrying about when it comes to taxes, just put it down. No. You don't get nothing to worry about. And they call his place Neighboring Tax and Advisor Services LLC. So they do a whole lot of things. If you want to call Mr. Sebastian Doba, the numbers are right on the screen. So he said you should book your appointment. The location is 3429 Kentucky Avenue, Indianapolis, Indiana, 46221. So you can call him on 317-332-2975. I repeat, 317-332-2975. Call your brothers in Daba, Neighboring Tax and Advisor Services, LLC. They are here to do all of your tax work. So this year, all the librarians living in Indiana, if not every one of you, he do so many things. He do bookkeeping, account payable, account receivable, inventory management, bank reconciliation, tax preparation, and every other thing you think about. Mr. Sebastian do it. And guess what? They come with some other benefits. Mr. Sebastian Darba say they have a refund advance loan. Hey, that I want to put a little yet. You go file your taxes. Let's just talk about that one. When you go file your taxes, your money will come to you maybe after 3 weeks or 4 weeks. The man said before that 3 weeks or 4 weeks, we can get you some money. You be eating your own money in the meantime till your money count. When your money count, we just take our money that we get you to be eating. That one sound good. That one sounds so good. Now, they have a year-end Christmas card. Those of you that will be filing taxes with the people, they get card for you when the year end. They say they Christmas card here, they a little card here, yeah. And that little card can get plenty of things. The other time I went somewhere, they gave me some kind of little card. I thought the card I was just some kind of gas, and then I went to the gas station. I just put the card in and started pumping the gas. It couldn't end. When I look, $54 gas went in my car. Oh, I called the number behind the car to see how much on the card. They said, oh, you have $6 more. I said, oh, so this small card who are looking here, that whole $60 were on the card. Now another thing Mr. Sebastian Double saying here to you, 10% customer referrals. Hey, you get that one? When you refer people, you get 10%. Me, I know about 10%. I know if you know about 10%, oh, me, I used to sell insurance. So I know about 10%. I know what 10% can do. That's the reason some of us who used to sell insurance, working for salary or working hourly, it can really make you think that you're making nothing. Because when you working per percentage, it means you determine how many dollars you want to take per week or per day or per month. Because your salary, you determine how much you want to take home. So it depends how many people you bring in, calculate your 10%, 10%, 10%, 10% to the number of people you bring in. So you pay yourself around $4,000 a week or $4,000 a month, $5,000 a month. It depends. So we sold insurance before. We know how these things work. So if you start referring people to Sebastian Darba, you will have more money in your pocket because 10% customer referral. Then they get $200 raffle job. That $200 raffle joy is from April 31, 2024. The winner will be announced. Oh, that winner will be announced. And when that winner is announced, we'll bring that winner picture here. We'll bring that winner picture here. Eric, how are you, man? We'll bring the winner picture here, and you will see that. So for all of you that are looking for where to file your taxes, neighboring taxes, they are here. My dear brother Sebastian Darba, he's here to solve all your problems. And one of my brother Derek reached out to me, and we should have all tonight supposed to be a whole conversation on his book. We're supposed to be talking about his book. He's a pastor. So you see here, he's a pastor, and we're supposed to be talking about answers to worship problems. So those of you who in the things of God, my dear brother have his book. I think it's on Amazon, other places. But he will be here, hopefully, if on Tuesday, for us to talk about his book, his latest book that he's wrote. So he having the book launch coming up, and we'll be talking about this book. Some of you who into religious activities, answer to worship problems. There will be a good book for you to read, and hopefully by Tuesday I will have Derek here, or Thursday, so he will give us more insight on this book. Why I say that answers to worship problems. Which answers do we seek? And when it comes to worshiping, what worshiping entails, he will drive us through. People who into the biblical things, they know all of these things. So he will talk to Omo when he gets here. So today he promised to be here, but Labrador time, probably my dear brother might just be asleep. And because we are not here for long too, so maybe I will grant him the opportunity on Tuesday so he can expand more on these worship problems, or how do we solve our problem by just worshiping. Like the old songwriter say, when praises go up, blessing is bound to come down. So worship is all we need. All right, so let's get it going now. We have talked to all of our people. All of our people. Sebastian Double, welcome to the Logan's Hour. And see the ambassador himself, Abba Moba, is watching. The ambassador, Abba Moba. So, all right, so let's get to it. Today, as I stated, I know I have been away for some time. Some people be like, oh, what happened? Almost 3 weeks, almost 2 weeks. And, everybody have their own time to attach to being absent. But, however, my being absent is not a justification for not having a show. I'm sorry for that. Anyway, I'm sorry for that. But I had pretty issues going on that I needed to solve, and I have other areas that I was making some rounds. And even in the month of December, I know I will have to ask for some excuse again, because I'll be leaving the US for a little while. And I'll be somewhere, but I'll now announce it. And trust me. But if possible, who knows? I can decide to have the show from there. But I want to say a very big thank you to Professor Pili and my dear sister Fasia Hilton. They've been so good with Thank God It's Fabulous, because I remember if I'm now on the show Tuesday and Thursday and I'm looking at, so what happening to the people? What happening to our audience? And they are waiting for us. And luckily, when I come on Friday, I see Professor Willa Pili. She will come on, and Fasia Hilton will be here to talk to all more about issues happening around the world. And they had a very interesting topic on last Friday, talking about stroke and other things. But thank you so much for being patient, at least following us and always being patient. So we appreciate you people. Because of you people, this is why we are here. And I want to say to my dear brother and friend following us now, the former deputy minister, information, cultural affairs, and tourism, and the president or former president, or I don't know how to recall that one, the Basel Association of Indiana chapter, His Excellency Honorable Rich W. Basigia. I understand that the Honorable is currently in Liberia, trying to make sure that His Excellency, former Vice President Jose Yuma Boaka, becomes the next president of the Republic of Liberia. And so that's why we can't see the Honorable a few days in Indiana. But Honorable, I want to say we're praying with you. We pray with everybody. We pray with people who supported George. We pray with people who supported Boaka. And we will be doing our formal endorsement on next week, Wednesday, on the 15th. On November 15th, we will be endorsing. We will be choosing our side. We'll be choosing who will be the best person to lead Liberia. Yeah, my dear brother. Yeah, so this year and this election time here, somehow we're going solo. We're going solo. We want to step on any toes at a point, because everybody have their feelings attached to these things. So, but whoever wins, if George Weah win, we pray for a better country. If Ambassador Boaka wins, we pray that he become the Thomas Sankara of Liberia, or we pray that he becomes the William Aratobo of Liberia, because he has never served as president. He has served in his capacity as president. So who knows? Serving as president, probably he might have some extra skills, extra leadership abilities that we haven't seen before. And who knows? He might just demonstrate that. And if President George Weah wins, who knows? The new people he has been incorporating Probably they might just come with some new eviction or innovation to move this plate forward. So who knows? Whoever wins, Liberia is paramount to us all. So let's do it. All right. So like I said, we are here first of all to let you know that we have not abandoned the show. We are around. We have been around, but we have some other issues that come into the pipeline. So that's why we have been a little slacking. So tomorrow, November 10th, is the birthday of my dear sister, Angie Messela Logan. And as she celebrates her birthday tomorrow, Angie, she's the CEO of Little Bean. I want to say, Angie, happy birthday. Enjoy your new age. You know how I feel about you. All right, so let's talk about some other issues around Liberia and Indianapolis and everything that's happening around. But before we can go out of Indiana, I'd like to first talk about Indiana, because before you want to clean the community, you have to first get up and fix your bed and sweep your room and clean your house. That's the first step. So before I go also to talk about other places, I love to start with my beloved community where I live. Then before I go outside. Yeah. So my dear website, my Princess Liwe Hamu, don't be a hater. All right, so let's talk about Indiana a little. So over the week we have been over the past weeks we have been complaining about our financial report from the just ended, not just ended, because since August. So since 3 months ago we had our Flag Day, but you all remember we had our July 26th celebration, and the July 26th celebration report came back. We were in the red, close to 900 and plus. We lost. The Liberian community were in the red, and this time around, the Liberian community organized the July 26th. Let me say the Flag Day program again, and the Flag Day program, we came back. We not in the red, we're not in the blue, we just equal out of equilibrium. So, I was joking this report when I saw this report, and it's very rare to see sometimes when you check a report, and the report shows that you spend 600 and you receive 600. So no cent to say 601 cent or 602 cent. So I was joking. I said, damn it, the report here looking like something that was ready to cook. And the person said, no, the report was in cook. And I said, damn it, the report here looking at, when you first fall in the red, the Liberian people complaining, oh, how you had a first program and we lost about $900. Now, if you get a Flag Day report coming up, everybody waiting now to see, okay, let's see what we got for that Flag Day report. Since the July 26th, we lost over $900. Let's see what we got for the Flag Day report. But surprisingly, your Flag Day report came back, it broke even. And it was so funny to me when I saw it. I was like, oh, the report you're looking like, you know what I mean? Don't say we'll lose anything, don't say we'll gain anything. Make it a be. We really got 1 cent extra. That's how I was looking. And in America, you want to know when you go buy something that $4.99, $3.99, this 99 cents. But on a report can just be even $35, $40, $60. All right, so let's talk about it here. So when you look on the screen here, that's the Liberian Association of Indiana Flag Day report, August 26th. August 26th, August 2023. So August 26th, September 26th, October 26th, 2 months. 2 months. And we received this report very late. And you saw the other day I complained about the report here as well. So this is one of the funniest reports I've ever seen. So the report is right here. So let's start with the revenue side of the report. The report said revenue, 8 vendors, 7 pay. So one of them still owe our money that said pay. We'll get our money from you. So one of them that's a pay. So 8 vendors, 7 pay. So the 7 that pay, what they got from there was $210. The meat sold at the park. Meat sold $340. Donations. Donation $50. Total income $600. Total revenue $600. Let's go to expenditure. Expenditure. Food, meat, chicken, $464.37. Drinks, $77.82. Miscellaneous, $57.81. Total expenditure, $600. Trust me. It's funny because I haven't seen a report so funny to me like this in a while. You know, all the expenditure and the income, it has to be balanced because the labyrinth couldn't afford to complain again. So when I lose money again on the second one, so when I saw the report here, when the report was presented, I said, the report here, that's more funny. So I said, no, let me browse through. When I browsed through the report, I saw total revenue, 600. Total expenditure, 600. Net loss, 0. I said, oh, those are those are interesting reports. So we want to use this time to say to our financial secretary, Fatima Famule. Fatima, thank you so much, Mama. Thank you so much. You did your best. And to our association, the president, Mr. Julius Parker and Richard Booyah, you did your best. At least we lose 1 cent. We gain 1 cent. It just yeah. So we want to use this time to say thanks to all of you guys for for the report here. But this is one of the funniest reports I've ever seen in a long time. All right, so you all know the youth department. Our dear sister Brenny Alpha, over the weeks, she had the fall festival for the kids. And some of you who were privileged to go at the fall festival, and some of you who never went at the fall festival as well. It was beautiful. The children had fun. I wish I can display some of the pictures from the fall festival because I can. All right, I'm about to display some of the picture from the fall festival. But before I display some of the picture from the fall festival, our dear sister Brenny Alpha, she sent a letter of appreciation to the Liberian community of Indiana, and I was privileged enough to go in the community chat room and see that letter. I wish I can just see a copy of it here if I can read that letter, so at least we all can be on the same path. All right, so let's see what our sister Brenny Alpha said here to the Liberian community, because like I stated, the only committee so far that have kept us or kept this organization afloat, it is the youth department so far. I know somebody might think I'm saying it because Brenny Alpha is more close to me, or for whatever reason. That's not the case. The reason I'm saying this because we all work in this government or in this community to see this community succeed, to see this community go beyond and above what we all anticipate. So the Liberian community of Indiana, Brenny Alpha, or whoever person to play a role as we go along, we have to keep appreciating you people, because this is not something easy to do. You have to leave your busy schedule. You have to have some stuff going on over the weekend, and you got to put them down and run because every hour have something you got to be part of. So it's a pretty hard thing to do. I can say it's not hard. It's hard. I served in those capacities before. I know how hard it is. Because at a certain point in time, everybody is expecting you to be there. Everybody is expecting the programs to go on. Why is it you're not there? Why is it this is not happening? And you know, we Liberians, we always want to ask why. So, uh, just little pictorial from the fall festival. Those who took their children out, we want to say thank you. Those of you who normally don't take your children to these things, well, we want to say probably you have your own reasons for not taking your children. But these are things that bring the children together. They get familiar with the community, get familiar with their other colleagues' parents, get familiar with the Liberian culture. And these things are awesome for our kids because, you know, growing up here or being born here and your parents will not take you to Liberian function, you get lost. Sometimes when people are even talking about Grand Bassa, talking about Morovia, you be like, where is Morovia? My mommy never tell me about Morovia. That's how they start talking. And soon as little children in, you get a chance, they start talking the water in the mud. Now you can't get into to even deal with your culture anymore. So when the youth department working with other relevant institutions in town here, having these programs for our children, let's come together and let's celebrate them. Let's celebrate them. Because these things are not easy though. They are not easy. I can say it for sure. They are not easy. I know some people think that, oh yeah, these things are easy, but it's not easy. It's a tough thing to do. To serve in this capacity, those are not easy things. So Bernie, our hands are up to you. We give it to you. And she wrote a pretty good appreciation letter to the community. And specifically to the president, Mr. Julius Parker. You know, Bernie, when Bernie doing her appreciation, she always let her send more appreciation to the president and the vice president and the other president. So that even some of us we can disagree with it, but yet and stay, you can't stop it. Bernie, she's appointed by Mr. Julius Parker, and she worked at the will and pleasure of the president. So when she writing her appreciation letter, she said, "Oh, Mr. President, thank you for giving me the opportunity. Thank you for being there, Mr. Vice President. Thank you for being there." I can say, yeah, All right, so yes, sir, for that. Let's get serious. Pretty, I just kidding, yeah, mama. It's good to appreciate your president too as well. So, if I'm president, I will want people to do the same. To tell me, say, Mr. President, I appreciate you for giving me the opportunity. The Liberian people, they start calling my wife name. Somehow Princess Leeway Hamu Logan. Thank you too for being there. Even if you were there for 1 minute set. Even when you're starting upset, you're not there. Say you just gotta call me. That's it. All right, so I don't so fucking you say that I be laughing. I be picking get hot. No, sorry, I get hot. I just want it. All right, so let's deal with this one. So this is the letter from my dear sister, Brittany Alpha. So some of you who can see that letter on the screen there right now. So it's from the Office of the Youth Department. It's a Liberian Association of Indiana, Incorporated, area, Fafa State, South Avenue, Suite 314, Indianapolis, Indiana, 46201, United States of America. Office of the Youth and Sports Department. November 7, 2023. Subject appreciation. The Youth and Sports Department would like to thank the President, Mr. Julius Parker, and Vice President, Mr. Richie Boria Jr., for allowing us to have the fall festival program. Special thanks to Mrs. Fatima family for making sure we had the funds in time to carry out the program. A very big thanks to Samar Logan for decorating the space for the fall festival. Special thanks to Precious Logan Samuels, Patient Kinema, Julius Parker Jr., Sony Reynam Parker, First Lady, Liberian Community, and Josie Parker for assisting during the program. Our hearts are very happy and thankful to everyone that showed up and participated in the fall festival. From the looks on the kids' faces, they had fun. Even supposed to appreciate the community for always showing up and supporting all events. We look forward to bringing more activities and sports to the community next year. May God bless us all and save our community. That's our sister, Brittany Alpha. Thank you too, Brittany. Thank you so much, because we have been confused. We all imagine if your department wasn't going to assist, done it. We just waiting for meeting. For meeting, we go home, come from meeting, we sit at home, waiting for July 26th, waiting for Flag Day, or waiting for Thanksgiving, because that's how it has been in the time over and over. Well, my dear sister Fatima Famble was the youth chairperson. She tried her best, but by then the community wasn't that supportive as to your turn. To be honest, your turn, the community is very supportive. People coming out. The Old Timer Association have also come out to start having activities, so that make it much easier for you as well. But during Fatima time, the only group she had to depend on here was the Indiana Young Men Association. So if I'm not available, if I say we can be part of that, it means Fatima, she's stuck. And when she called the other side, the community, everybody, they don't want to be there. They don't want to do this. They don't want to do that. But want to say to all of the community members, I want to say thank you for showing up, for helping our dear sister Fatima Fambule. Let me say Fatima Brenny Alpha. And Brenny, to all of your team members, Roland Akwe, Maurice Guo, to all of you, we want to say we appreciate you guys so much for running off your services to the Liberian community. So, special advice for all my brother there and my sister there in the community before I go to a different topic here today. You see me here on September 7, 2023. I hang my boots. I hang my boots. I hang my boots. Which means I'm done with bearing children. I hang my boots. I had my last child on September 7, 2023. Okay. Now it's about time that my wife and I start living like two young people again, which means we'll be traveling here, going for fun activities, enjoying our children growing up. So some of the programs when you're inviting me to, you will not see me like that because we will be having a lot of activities going on. And to my man right now in the town here, this coming summer, please, because the Old Timer will have an Old Timer Association now, the Liberian Old Timer of Indiana will be playing soccer. Please, my man. We expect no baby shower during our summer that coming up. So all that thing that y'all want to start doing because of this small cool year, just slow it down. We want to enjoy our summer. We won't be playing football. We want to say, my man, come to the field and say, oh, my man, they want, you know, they want Lago. Don't use the cool year. We have plenty of baby shower. At least the minimum baby shower we won't have during the next summer that coming. Maybe 8 will be okay, but we're not taking above 8 baby shower. Please, they enjoy the cool here. And I see the Honorable Zion Glad chair, you chair pop up. And the Honorable here, that one of the men are giving the advice here too. Honorable, don't mind the cool here. Sometimes you can bring up for baby shower. We want no, we want no shower. We want no shower. Yeah, hang your boots. So all our men, old time men. Not because you see small cool, you go Robert saying Beshi. And that rapping saying Beshi can cause trouble. When Robert saying Beshi too much, next thing that happened, the only thing you hear that story. My man, when you out to the hospital, I give for second appointment, oh my woman give for an appointment, I gotta bring her. Then you might know that something behind you. So we're here for that. We want to play soccer, we want to chill, we want to go to party, We won't have fun this summer. So anybody who coming over to my baby shower business will leave your baby shower business because my other will veteran the business will anyway. So some of you are already almost there and you're feeling with your like now. You're relax. All the put at that doing the war, you can bring all them back. That's some money we bring there. All right. My man John Blamo laughing. Yeah, brother. All the baby shower then I told it to the 3 baby shower then. Told it to the 4 now. We're not going to no more baby shower. Yeah, you see. My sister Jima on a baby shower just been in a few days. So at least now the winter are coming. Oh, winter on by. You know what can happen in winter? The time all the men can fire. Oh, the men can fire with no selling. Oh, winter the men can fire. So you see someone coming, you see better. Only thing you hear from this side, oh my man, woman lago. But anyway, it is what it is. That's to spice it up. So we'll come to your baby shower. You're kidding, yeah. Don't say, oh, the man say we're not gonna baby shower a lot. We'll kind of baby shower. You on fire, fire. Replenish, multiply, fill this earth. Now the instruction he gave you, so fire. Because even the other days I was telling somebody, me and one pastor were having a little conversation, and the pastor was telling somebody, oh, you know, you having another baby. I think you need to slow down. So I was privileged with the conversation. So I asked the pastor, I said, what do you mean the person need to slow down? He said, because too many children and the person will not have time for themselves and da. I said, so what you want a person to do? He said, oh, there are other preventive measures out there. He can use that. I said, okay. So you're encouraging him to go and use a condom? The pastor said, oh, yeah, he could try that. I said, you see, you're a whole pastor. You're telling somebody to use the nature of God. The only way God communicates through you is through that sperm. And you're telling him to pull God's nature in plastic and throw it away. He said, the pastor said, my mother in our conversation. I say, oh, you know, bringing your own time. He said, my brother, my mother in our conversation. I said, okay, anyway, that's it. But anyway, let's go to something different here. So, Brady Alpha, I want to say thank you. And let's talk about my dear country, Liberia, before I can go even further. Because now I've been here for a little while now. If I don't talk about Liberia, then I will not be doing justice. Next week is the D-Day in Liberia. Next week, Tuesday. Liberians will be going to the pools again on Tuesday. And this time around, all the 20 political parties will not be in this race. There will be only 2 people to choose from. You either choose from George Manawia or Joseph Numa Boakai. That's the 2 choice you have to make there. So if you go over to the pools on Tuesday, the 14th, now it is the time for you as a citizen to exercise your rights, your ineligible rights, the right that no man can take from you, that power to vote. Niara Vapla, how are you, my brother? So when you walk to the pools on Tuesday, vote your conscience. If you feel George Weah has done enough and he ought to change your story for the next 6 years, vote George Weah. If he also feels that George Weah hasn't done enough, and at this critical time of our country, we need to change the leadership and find someone who would take us to a new path of Liberia, vote Honorable Joseph Yuma Boakai. Now it is your time. We want to have a violent-free elections. Do not allow anyone to put you in the street. Do not allow any politician to tell you, let's go to protest because this election never went my way. We have international observers. We have people from the EU. We have people from all around the world. They are monitoring these elections. You, the citizens, you bear the heaviest burden just in case of anything. Most of the people you see back home today that will be encouraging you to get in the street, they all have their U.S. passports, all their American green cards, or the European passport or whatever passport, they are privileged to leave the country at any time. Even if they don't have a passport, they have money to fly their family, their immediate families, out of Liberia. And you, the poor people, will be made to suffer, and they will leave you in real hard time. Now is the time that you dust your cards. Look for your voting cards now. Go to the polls. Get up on Tuesday. Don't let nobody fool you and say, oh, they put in here, you don't vote, nothing will get from that. What we're going to do there? Don't let nobody fool you. Get up. Get in the line. Exercise some restraint. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes will not take nothing from you. Go and cast your vote. If your candidate, the person you vote for, if he or she, in this case, is 2 men. So if he do not come up victorious, the war has come to an end. The new president will only be elected for the next 6 years. Do not allow any selfish politician to make you get back in the street. Yeah, it has been a mini man, Niela. Don't let any politician to say, this result, we are not satisfied, and moreover, we're going to get in the street, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do this. And sometimes in these kind of things, our emotions can be so hard. Our adrenaline can be boiling, our blood can be so hard to the point where we want to reach a point of just do something. And at that moment, you could just be the victim of the circumstances. You could lose your life. And remember, nobody can live for you. You only be some of those people who will be mentioned in the papers that, oh, when the violence erupted after the election result were announced, 14 people died. And they would just call you as that. 17 people, 19 people. Sometimes if you are insignificant, you are never make your name in this world. They will not even mention your name in the papers. Only very relevant people who have made their way through history, the name will be mentioned. If a deputy minister or minister proper or some big entrepreneurs, when they die in that kind of thing, the name will be mentioned. Oh, this person was one of those who died among those 17 people. But you that have not made your name, that have not utilized your potential, you will just go down in history as you are one of those people who died in the process when there was some violence and people never accepted the election results. So I'm calling on you today. I'm calling on all Liberians. Whether you're a Gisi man, you're a Bassa man, you're a crew man, there's no more time for violence. And I have been on Facebook lately, seeing some activities of people booing and jeering at people in some other places, calling those places no-go zone. Listen, my dear brothers and sisters, This is not a time for that. When it comes to democracy, it is for the people. All power is inherent in the people. We understand. You want your voices to be heard. But give the next man a chance to have freedom of movement. Allow him to have freedom of speech. When someone comes to your community to campaign for whoever person, if you know the message is not resonating with you, get up and leave. There's no time to be booing, being physically aggressive. Those are signs of divisiveness. We cannot allow ourselves to revert to those ugly days. Well, because you support a side, you cannot be my brother, or I'm going to hurt you, or I'm going to kill you because you support a side. We have no more rooms for that. Those days are over. Far too long we went through that. Have we not learned from those things? Our country, we were made to go through 40 years of devastations. All of those who were born from 1980 all the way to 1991, 1992, all they saw was just war up to 2000. War. And some of the young people who I see today, with all the exuberance and all the energy to demonstrate, to fight and beat your brother up because of politics, you better think better. The new Liberia we want to see will not be the old Liberia where some of you at the age of 3, 4 years old, you have already finished tinting your characters. And some of the politicians that put you in the street to make you to do some stuff that against your own values and norms. You got to think twice before you carry on those things. Say to yourself, am I going to be like this forever? Is there something that God is hid in me that I need to discover? Who told you you can be like Musa Ability? Who told you can even be like George we are today? Who told you can be like Joseph Boaka or Ellen Joseph Salif? But the path to go to these positions that other people have had in the past is about your personal character. It's about your reputation. If you allow some selfish politician to make you go on the road and brutalize your brother or kill your brother, you will be labeled as a murderer. And in the future, you will have to pay the price. Because every community you walk into, people are going to see you as that. People are going to call you as that. It will be offensive. By the time you have forgotten, you almost 60, 50 years old, but something that you did when you're 14 years old keep haunting you. That's why I always say this to my children. I have a son who is 14 years old. I say these things to my children. I say, son, the decision is very simple. But what is more difficult is to live with the consequences of your decision. That is the most difficult thing to do. Because anybody can make a decision to go and steal. That's a simple decision. To kill is a simple decision. You can decide right now, instantly you go and do it. But are you prepared to live with the consequences of your decision? That's what is hard. So Liberians, to those young voters, first-time voters, I understand some of you. You're so hot. That one left voting card you get, that's a gold dust. That voting card can shift your future. That voting card determines who becomes your next president. Don't take it lightly. Don't joke with it. Go to the polls on Tuesday. Vote your conscience. Vote whatever person you think in your mind that can move Liberia to another stage. If the former president, the former vice president message resonates with you, vote Joseph Yuma Walker. If you feel George Weah is capable of taking Liberia to another level, vote George Weah. Whatever decision you make, you will have to live with those consequences. And at this point of our country, we can't sit on the side and experiment. And I know most of the time in the second round of the elections, a whole lot of people do not show up anymore. They'll be like, oh, I ain't going there. And if I voted the first round and what I got from there and all that kind of stuff. But because you voted the first round and the election have to go to the second round, and you do not know why you're going to the second round, that shouldn't stop you from going to vote. And in the second round, someone will reach 51% because there are two in the race. The second round is almost like the both of them playing Lulu. Someone have to win this one. Lulu gain, I see Lulu gain job before. Lulu gain can job. I don't care two of us still going Kono will be playing Kono till somebody win again. They want to checker. The checker stage of the election is over. That's when all the 20 political parties, other people had a 1%, 2%, 3%, 4%, 5%. Now it is over. We're about to go to the final battle. I'm calling on you, my people, Liberian people, all my young brothers and sisters. I know politician will buy you one Godfather, or I don't know how they call it, other liquor, or even 5 bottle of stout, or 5 bottle of small beer. I don't care how your about telling you. Don't allow no politician to put you in the street to go and harm your brother in the name of the election result in affair. Whoever person wins in the National Election Commission, who are close with the authority to announce the winner. And when they announce that winner, let's dust our butt and get ready for the next 6 years. Any attempt to get in the street, that will be taking you back a whole long way. We have complained for years. We saw what war did to us. 14 years. Little small ball. Who you can grab and spank. He will tell you, come here, take off your trouser, take off your shirt, and stop beating you for no reason. And nothing you can do. Because you got to keep your life. Other than that, he will take your life for no reason. So some of us who experience those things, we got to keep beating the message in the ears of our children. Some of them haven't seen those things. Some of them never experienced those things. They are only excited because of what politicians sell to them. And the new Liberia want to see a violent-free Liberia. We want to see a Liberia where your brother can be my brother, your sister can be my sister. Like back in the 80s when we were growing up, when one older person come into my mom and say, oh, I saw your son today and what he was doing wasn't right. Even sometimes they chastise us while we are out there and we come home, our parents also say, yeah, that person is right. So Tuesday is not far. And what I've been hearing from all of the podcasts and talk shows and shows on the internet and even on the local media, they are all sowing seeds of violence. Most of them talking about if this result don't go our way, the people will come out, the people will do this, there'll be this, there'll be that. My dear brothers and sisters, do not make the attempt to come up. You will just be creating a room to lose people who are so dear to your heart. This is the only time I have to talk about this. And I trust you, the young people. The older people are fading away. Their times are all over now. It is about you now to come out and utilize your hidden potential and become who God sends you into the world to become. They say a man only have two important times in his life: the time he was born and the time he discovered why he was born. So it is time that we, the young people, take the leadership now of this country, Liberia. Do not allow no politician to make you come out to protest for any reason. If George Weah win the announcing, allow him to be the president for the next 6 years. If Joseph Walker win the election, they announce him, allow him and his people to lead the country for the next 6 years. Or hint to a watch. It's quite sufficient. I might look a little younger to you, but I have experienced a whole lot. I'm a reservoir of experience. I saw things that you haven't never seen with your eyes. I saw the doodoo ball, the one they call the doodoo ball, the jet plane sending down bomb in private shoes. I saw the jet plane running behind people wearing red and shooting at you. We used to go lie down in the rubber bushes because of the jet plane. I was much younger, very young. I traveled from Magibi County, Firestone, to Bon County, and from Bon County to Nima County. Horrible experience. After every 2, 3, 1 mile, you find a next checkpoint. At that checkpoint, people being tortured, people throwing loads on their head, people being made to go back to go and fight. So we have seen those things. We know what we experience. That's why we are calling on you, the young people that have not experienced those things. Don't pray for it. Don't be excited for those things. I remember 1989, some of our dear brothers and sisters who were much older, when they were discussing on the television, talking about Sister Berita, Brother AK coming from Butuo, they were all excited. Oh, yes, because they never knew what the power of AK, they never knew the power of Beritas and stuff. But when the war finally came, you know, when rain falling, you don't fall all one person's zinc. Everybody becomes a victim of that. It was a horrible experience that we don't pray for anymore. So, young brothers and sisters, as you go to the polls on Tuesday, vote your conscience. If somebody give you one plastic bag around with 6 carbs inside, if you feed that 6 carbs, you eat it, and you eat it 1 cup for 1 year, and you eat it for 6 years, vote for the person. If that makes you satisfied. If somebody else come to you and lie to you, say, oh, when I pick on this, I'll do this, I'll pick on this, I'll do this, vote for the person. Sometimes the way our politicians present themselves, it get all confused. But that shouldn't stop you from voting. You will not have the opportunity again till 2029. So all Liberians, as you go to the polls on November 14, I want to use this time to say, vote your conscience and vote for whoever person if you can lead Liberia into the next realm of leadership. Until we meet again, I want to use this time to say a very big thank you to all of you who joined us here today. I saw a lot of people join us here. I've seen people from on our YouTube. I've seen people from on our Facebook. I've seen people from my personal page. But whatever place you are watching from at this point, I want to say thank you so much for joining the Logan's Hour. And we will be here on Thursday. And on Thursday when we come, hopefully, let me say Thursday, on Tuesday. Tuesday we'll be talking about our brother Derek. He wrote a book, The Answer to Worship Problems. So we'll be talking about the book here as well. And we'll be talking about other issues. But as we go to the pool on Tuesday, I want to say all of you, I wish you all the best. George Weah, Joseph Boaka, I wish you guys all the best. Whoever person wins, that person becomes the president of the Republic of Liberia. Liberia first, Liberia lies. In union, strong, success is sure. So to all of you all here, I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for being on the Logan's Hour. Until we meet again, I want to say good night. Don't forget to lock your door. Call your brother who you have issue with. Tell him you care about him. And bye-bye.